Where here's the book and share him page 8, and today is a very special day for Buddha celebration, Mahaparinirvana, Buddha's enlightenment, all those many vacation once day, a month, or years. So this is special the day. So Tibetan called Sagadawa or Wesak. So any your practice become in the multiply. So right now, 1 hour we will reciting transmission. The founder of the one of the Tibetan Buddhists, the great master called Lord Jigden Sumgon. The Lord Jigden Sumgon is the manifestation of the Nagarjuna. Everybody knows Nagarjuna is a very famous Buddhist scholar.
Recording in progress.
Practitioner and masters. So he's reincarnated in Tibet. So now his biography is very long, and it's not only biography, it's whole life teachings and how accomplishment. So this the we call the Kambum or the teaching or the collecting of his teachings. So last couple of weeks, every Sunday we read the transmission. So today also we 1 hour we can read because the Buddhist tradition, you have three things, especially the Vajrayana is definitely need the transmission, teaching, empowerment. Those three is unseparable way, especially you practice the highest yoga tantra. And close door. So what happened here? Yeah, the permission sutra said this is a sutra text or pustak. Now need transmission. Okay. Yeah, you can down slowly. It's okay. That's okay. Slowly. Here is the teaching. The Lord Jigden Sumgon's transmission begin. And we will need to think why we receive this teaching. What is significant benefit? Because those great enlightened beings is a path to continue teaching unmistakable way. Our life, we try our best, but still we not succeed. Why? Because we are not clairvoyant, or we're not enlightened. So that is why we practice the holy teachings received. We are awakening like Buddha and Bodhisattva or glorious. Then we know exactly how to help the sentient beings. Looks like the doctors give you and your patient, they know exactly what kind of prescription. So likewise, Buddha and Bodhisattva, they knew how to help the sentient beings. You and me, we have good heart, good motivation, but we don't have capacity to change their life. That is why we're learning the Buddha's teaching is very important. Everyone has a good heart, but not enough to the wisdom like Buddha. So that is the transmission is the one of those first transmission. Then you allow to read, then allow to practice. So without the transmission or empowerment, especially the Vajrayana is not allowed to practice. It's not to say bad for you. It is the dangerous because the commitment and make sure you have qualified to understanding the Vajrayana practice. Sometimes the people misunderstanding. Vajrayana means this and that. You look the outside image, but you cannot understand the how daily practice. So the transmission is the base first allowed to you practice, receive, and then you have time, motivation, then details how to practice. And what is the purpose of the practice? Of course, there are so many dreams in the practice, but most important practice, it is the training our mind to better place. We have the full of the upset, anger, attachment, jealousy, so many things, useless things. Those will never be the school, but spontaneously negative is with us. So we try to effort way to transforming loving person, compassion person, wisdom person, a useful person. That kind we need training. That is why here is the teaching is talking about. And so now transmission, sometimes you will thinking, okay, Lama, you will reciting in Tibetan language. I didn't know anything how I can help to have benefit. Yes, you need you doubt. It's nothing wrong, but the answer is, for example, we have here turn on the light. Turn on the light is which language or which religions? The wisdom light is the beyond in the language. When transmission is looks like vibration to hearing your sound. Really you want to learn, it's meant you start. Then you learn. So that is why first we are offering from here. Now page 8, short refuge for immeasurable with good motivation. One's Tibetan, one's English. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for say all sentient beings. And any Vietnamese there are in the language? People who read Vietnamese, yes? Okay, if Vietnamese is not there, then maybe Dana, can you read in the Chinese?
Yes, Lama. 诸佛正法以济圣众会，直至菩提我等行皈依，我以布施等等祝福德，为利众生之故，愿成佛。
Thank you. So we don't have Vietnamese reading. Okay, next for immeasurable. May all mother sentient beings and boundless sky have happiness in the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering in the cause of suffering. May they never be separated from happiness that is free from sorrow. May the rest of equanimity free from attachment aversion.
等虚空一切如母有情，愿能具足安乐以及安乐之因；愿能远离痛苦以及痛苦之因；愿能不离母有痛苦之妙安乐；愿能远离爱憎、倾诉安住无二平等舍。
Okay, thank you. Now begin to read. 我们自己应该破障了，这种三界困境我你让生去跟我所动在我在为老妈那么老归家在大所会的他们就老去顺着把它进去了，去浪动着把它进去了，浪着把谁把它进去。这把一些所就把它进去了，杨正经东面咱们连接，这为东所养老家，对面家我都这些光起天国没得少浪就就到都三句句内面，进去了这都这些，应该蒙把身来讲生出这所到吧。 Simdurando Barajindi Lo Tenga Gentilante Darjana Navarando, Chedar Jana Partuju, Gomegi, Partuju Walla, the Wichin of the Water Javo, Giovanna Dingendi, you are in the Givala Tabla, Tabla, Giva Java to begin, the dollar Jubana, Java, the Java, what is the Urin, the Nupsalam with the Watanga, the Gomegi, virtually Embala, Gashing, thing as the Urin do give it that. Come, Madame, the one again, Emba, the Gomegi, Chuji, about the water Java, Dang Java, thing as the Givale. Give go to the wasn't the bushy, Java, who was to them board about the thing as the Commodore, and young, Yonzo, and the same usually doing at the end of the Kiva, the Jen, something you wrote, you don't look back about the Jadan and the Hawanam G, Tella, the Walla number two wedding as the she, Juba, the government wedding as well was on the day, the Wayapang, one. Abona go the voting what in Japan, but don't you use to be Jumba, dog, was a watching all the so from Katambo, Giovanni Mumba. Don't you know what the Jabang of Kong, the nature of Panya, the Renabada woman, and Dr. Shindu, Sambo, rest, and Roman, wishing to Leopardine, Gamba, Suji, Chara, Kong, the Yalambala, me what the one someday she will think at the Latin, with the Chiji, and so Jim Umbrashiva, or the one you do down. Ransanjita Chindusamonu Jumbrashiva, Jumne, Pogo, Solon, was Sanji Dinganzin, the line Yambarashan and Sanje, but the Chupa, the Mosumba, and developed. Soban and Kova Tang, Yang Division, Tom Jay, then do you over in some day, then the thing that she to catch it. Some then the Yapo, the one some day in the young them about the Ridong Brashiva Tinzing on Baraju. Now he's here talking in the chapter is how important is samadhi or meditation. The person who more samadhi practice or meditation, the less their attachment. Because your mind is focused and your mind combined through the samadhi technique in the meditation, and that's the way your awareness or the rigpa or the wisdom and arising your inner samadhi also they succeed. When you do samadhi inside the dingenzi, this helps to subduing to our attachment, ego, anger, all those the transforming to the love and compassion, things like that. Something to get one under the Shinjuku Simon, some of the one you do to Bashin, like Jay, to watch all down them bar. The was on the one you did the woman go the consumption, something correct in Bechu Parker Chin, and somebody to go about men, young Helen, the Wakova, the current to a man, and Shinjuku Simon, what you do to need the Shinjuku by Yensuna. Shinjuku the Simon, some of the Ishiko, so non, so, Boru to Chiba, and number Ishiko, Shirapi Paru Jimba. Some Maji about the Susan person, Sanji, Jen, the woman, Baranjova, Mala, some young Chinjuku, some number of things, and number of joke, but some things the Jabber the Maje, Badang, Sanjay Dingen, Jimmy Bang, Niji, Matu, Badang, Mashi, Badang, Shijal, Messi, Yamna, Wana, Chidin Badang, Chidin Badaji, Yamna, Shindu, Chidin, Hindu, Dangara, Sanji, Namji, Dingen, the Lhasa Base, she didn't do, China, Sawase. Sakwa Sebele Tumne Sadala, she didn't do Cheve Dingen, Sakwa, Java, the one man, you was on the wedding at the Namji, the Kumbatada, Jumne, Kumba, and the Bakwa. Just to my getting the Tenam, Tom, Gum, Tom, the Betan Wanga Chevaya, Shishim, Majiwa, Bashian, Gonzo, and Jusam, J1, Jamanago, Bashi. News was all the Shiva, Roy, Yamba, Gonzo, don't know the animation to somebody. Sanga Minati, Chevaraji, Chotoji, Sangaji, Wang to another Doju, Tabat, Doju Song, Ribbon to Doju. Dorje Gu, Dorje Shada, Gombo Pande, Delubeshen, due to the Winnie Tumba, Nancy Call, and Young Children, Jalapanga, Imbo, Rangam Sheng, so what about the children, and Chim, to judge, would you go Guba, you then, Tomje, Young Doro, don't Jimba Javani, Manjin, to Sharpe, Ponte, Mombasa, Timuki, Nimpetation, the virtual one of the the Lozon were on the channel, not maybe some Java in jail, Moripajaki, Sala, Neve, Sojo, and Jukme, Jana, Jeze, Senate, Corona, Corze, Lamdan, Jebu, Duva, Shingda, Sabang, the water, Jiva, son of you, to Ned and Son, Jito, Manima, the water, not so trouble, the Juji, the Tomba Sanje, something, the Jesse, the Wajimbe, Shiji. Chini Jing Sungbe, sort of Tataki, the Lule, Jumbo, Lule, Dogway, on the Jamade, Maru, and the Ship and Go. Siva Tadanga Morigbo me, Morigba, Sewa, maybe Gajime, Gajisu, Parduyami, one of Kowan, Chodum Jimmy, Lam Jimmy, the Wikimetamje, Shadow Japaru Chimbe, Muslim Jimmy, Muslim Shiju, Yuland, Sanji Jumden, Chita, Wachimbe, Shiki Kitchen, to June. Sungbe Sungrup Tadan, the Jaburja, Luland, or what a song, the Sungru didn't take Jujanium, so long way and bar, she never had nobody getting as a Julam draw to them, the Javala version was some Junjig. Nando Yam so long way and Botano, the Giju do one day. Kudalum the Devonego Tamje do Yamso and Benajo, one of cover neighbor, you never did was a Mozulu say. Jiggy Yugubandi, and Namla, Pember and Juju, the water some of share up G, and you, Junction Kawame Belu, Gunabi, Timba, Dambeju, Regido, Janju, Bashi, Commercial, and Uber, Sonam and Yersa, Devi, Shugin, Lama, the Bishop, Dog, Yuji, Kawata, Wood Tender, Amading, Chimidu, Sunan, Single, the window, want to go so Surzum Jibandi, Kawana, Kantumana, Pinto, Jibos, give us the watching, Sabayu, Tuban, and Jitamba, you do the butcher part of Jibba, citizen negative too much age about also Rejuvenant of a continuing our. So remember, there are so many different chapters inside the past. We finished chapter 9, now here chapter 10. This is the special day Lord Jigdensum going guide to the people who retreat and what kind you need to your practice, what kind your intention, things like that. Rejuvenant of the Javadan, Sanjam, the Bungo, which was me, the Lama Jazelo, Ome, given with an Molon Devati, watching Boris, Churdan, Samba, Juch, and Shantan, with an Sanjam Lamani. Then Root don't use you, Lord Solo Mother, going to you, one of the ones that were telling to the Lama to go to the some Jingle. Nimi, Shibun, the Bayondes, and also Jer and so now here the Wateriana said, especially about this text. And when you practice the Vajrayana practice, not only people here in the West, everything is very easy. Click, 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 and just pop up. As we thinking in Latin, just click, click. It's not that way. You need to pay attention. You need a lot of patience for a long time. People say long project. It's not 1 week. Everybody thinking, oh, I can do this. Reciting is very powerful. Then maybe next week I will fly. That's not happen. Of course. We can look the Lord Buddha and his whole life, not 1 week or once a while. When I'm in good mood, I will practice. No, if you want become in the Buddhist practice, the daily base you practice. I always say easy, well understanding. The practice is like the Wi-Fi, your connection in your cell phones or connection in satellites. Once disconnected and they're not useful. The practice here. So sometimes challenge. That's when here said one of the 8,000 words perfection wisdom sutra. There are stories the Bodhisattva Takdungus. He heard the great Bodhisattva Choba summary teaching. As soon as he heard the name and he wanted to see the received teaching, it doesn't matter hardship and how long take and the journey to finding. Likewise, you will see. Great Pandita and Mahasiddha in Nalanda University in Naroba. He is the best scholar in this university. But he knew because he is a scholar and a Pandit and so forth, but not his realization. So then the Dagini whisperer said, "You are the scholar in this university." He very proudly said, "Yes, I am." And then the Dagini said, "You are the also realization in the fully," and he said, "Yes." Then the Dagini said, "It's not true. From here to east, called Sahor, there's a great Mahasiddha Telopa. He is the enlightened one, fully understanding. The name and all the terminology, but not realization. So as soon as he heard the great Mahasiddha Telopa, and he must see that this master, he must receive the teaching. It doesn't matter how hardship. Then you can see the biography, Naroba, or the Deloba, or Milareba's story there also telling in the Naroba. The 24 different hardships. So as the master is not giving you right at the beginning and punish for you. There's sometimes people misunderstanding. That's called the purification. You have a lot need to polish. That's what the skillful way to punish looks like the outer look, the punish. What do you call here? Tough love. The tough love and the Vajrayana master is inseparable. Marva is fully enlightened and full of the Bodhisattva, but he never smiling in the Milarepa. Why? Of course, there's a reason. So this way I'm telling here, here the text said, if you effort, and you will be liberated by yourself, and you will become enlightened. Those sages the same exactly. Of course, same as easy. We always talk. If you follow the correct spelling in GPS, you're not lost in any place because you everything's lesson in the GPS and the correct spelling. Same as here. Lord Jigden Songgon said, teaching, follow the teaching, and the same is the result of the teachings. Lundru Muguri would a young Madambaja Yanjik Natural Wanjuna Shinto Embassy to Sangandam, Samola to Majin and Dogon to Pivot Lama, the Becca Jen Tambecho, Langi, Chokoduman, Samzo, or sometimes the Becavana, Yanga, Meji, Singi, Rajo, to go down and Joy to the neck of the Lama the Becca and Mugujan. Don't wear some lots of the watch, Chimajo, Shindu. Na ya jun do come tu gong zo ju ju ro bu zu je mo go che ma ju ju xin do sim zhe ma ji du bo re nyang ba ra de cu ba me ben je ning du chen je je da ma je ne ya ba so yan ju ba me nyang be sam ba yan yan ji pu du de ne ge de zan na nyang men ji den gong bo de ge de lo mo sum ja le tu ji sung be do ji zi do ji ne lo ma na wang ju de da ma tong men san jie zun zhu jie ge ji de le ju ju wang xi zo gu ne jiang chuo da tu mo ru do kan zhe ji ma zi me Punyingdom Yingning, some Lasho, Jala Keta, Washu, Benja, Gumjenti, Numu, Jube, Gosa, and Dende Chava Melove. Chugunyam Zimbe, Cherinyam Do, Meja, Ajang, the Kurve, Digi, Bozama, Gazi, Zamia, Jung, to Jim, Bombara, Javana, Rang, Lozun, Joba. Jula, Chudam, Don, Dada, Lamandi, on Tangbone. Kazi sozi mongboje tunga kale tamje yu kobo chuje chungwa da nibo ko chugo nga mi me nyam nang nga mi min nam nang den da wa mu be da shin chung ne jang wala sam nyi de de do me be men nam ji khur ji bang ya kang jir wala da da chung du ji men ro nyam be sam ba chung wa nam der zo la me chung du jo shi be jin du me yong da zhu za de wa cha la me ni us me je bu chu ju Hindu Shabdo, Jimmy, Chudong, Ladam, Tenazo, Purana, Shiniga, Yutab Shirni, Zenkong Yu, Sharpendu, Jumendum Zayan, Tajarani, Janonju, Tatu, Barbur, Jaza, Sai, Chutu, Num, Jitanazo, Rakawa, Ningalama, Chedra, Nimada, Mother, Single, Bande, Wang Den, Tang, Mei, Single, Gonzo, Umare. Kariju Nanjuro was your num, the not Juju Lamala Poyuji, Kargan, you Mogo, Karle, Mitave, the Naji, Majela, Young, the Naju Lama, Zeta Yusamazo, Polon, Kanji, you may put it to Rang, Buridu Gumba, some gong, Young, the Naji Lamala Sabas, Mesha, me, Chodu Mas, Mitave, Puridu Gumba, some young Sham Ding Dong Shabdo Cha, Yam, Don, the Lama, the Bishop, La Church, Shabdo General, do Lama, the money was then I should do not come using Lama Tambe Shabdo, Tom Jerry, the young dinner. Chiji Judimo Punor, Jawa, Chevanga Jim, I to Jimodu, Tommy Sang Dan, to watch a bit on the Chanson, but to shoot you, Kula, the Mako. Chowdhury Joju, Chang, she Longbo Long Say Long, Sonum Salon Jigana, Dojo, so Jambayan. 직된 저와 러버제 신 직보를 개정님 보르자로 더 follow 리전 점배는 저도 다 있으면 좀 저 심지 저거를 지 라마든지 고스노 그 샵정도 그 점바에 도쇼 저보저로 좀 내들 형에 맞는들 냠 냠바 있는데 올라나 저 제베긴도 저 샵도 진지르도 나랑도 되는 라메 샵도 Lama Shabdo She Lana Gati Time Lama Mugu Lama Mugu Mashina Tango Lama Shivaja Part the Mugu Shivaja Tamango Shivaja Tango Lama Sanji and Kuzu the way Sugar Lama Ransom the Tibet the Javan Kundakuna Javan Mume to the Deva Dankati Banjolo Sundan Jujin was on Chantu Simi Jango Omen Jodamanas and the Benjamin was the way Pu Chanju and the Medivas and Tibet was on Yelme to John was looking the one to watch about. Sanjay was on the need to the Shabbat and Mugu Church, Sanjay, you did no, some that you did point to the shadow. The Nimona do Nendo Sosora Janjo Zenga get them the Mosun Madan Chitaki Woods of Iron Baby Chunando. Martin wasn't a driven, Jung, the Boson on the Magiciendo, Embe. The two dos Sanjos Michel to Junjame, Mugu, and the Metal Amar and Jishang on it of the sheriff of Hodon, Chicka, in Shizon, Rengajo, and Gosson, Jolon, the Chinamji Pungbonga, Nismo, and Sugar Zone, Chi, Ranga to Anamadas, and the way you want to Ranga Woods and Ranga Jazun, Ranga Chuan, Ranga Kangar, Ranga Yata, get some Ranga Chong, Dumbros, Ranga Tongbo, no do Ranga Jog, Ranga Soso, Ranga. Jowo Solo using it a lot on Yamotan Jushe, Ranganji, then Hero Jiki, Hong Pei, Pembem Datroba. Do Jingora Baja and got into some negotiations you do Jamon, members and got Jizunjeres, which was Yamda, Dunge, Janamo, Jovo, Ranga, you did about your conduct the mother, Ranga True, Centrally, Sanjay Contemporary, doing Jamban to Ranga, Chanson, Jova, Nini, John Jaga, General, number one of the country, Golamaya, Emma Sanjay, to wear a gentleman with the wall of the Jingora. Nam Jomba, Zeba Junior Tarjun, the Kangsu, Shivarishan Rojaba, Tubo, Nam Judu, Ibudu, Lama, Gazi, Mudun Jumba, Zulu, the Lama, Shiva, Zulu, Julu, Yandam, Shivaji, Rangi, Toba, was a Jason, Mugu, Chavi, Zulu, Gajar Damba, Rituba, Nam Jedam, Dan Cutting, Tashi Jinsen, she was also. Jesse Namji Lam Rim Chemo Lam Rimbo Chimbarawe, the Omsa de Dusun, Tunjun to Corve Junta, the one of the Nimi, the Washington Baranjung, Chanjo, Samji, Lama to the Devarange, some Corde Guanti, Rashin, Duzum, Guandu, Jaba, Tune, Shishing Majo, Mosul, the Wendung, Corve, Gabron, the Vijivo, Nam, Tarbe, Tunjo, Shama, the Range, Nalu, Yimana, Jurmes, Range, Teni, Baraja, Numbers, me, the Juta Lambda Devo. Number one, Ranga, Sam, Jandolo, Cho, Zampajana, Kana, so Jabba, to what was on the NGB, some savage in some job. But me was someone Lobo, then to look in Lama, Tamben, and one son in the numbers, and in Lama, to what we do over somebody without some. Tangchen, you and the Loa, one or so, the ball, and Larmuku, Jason, what the development, gave us among we and Zeta, your jet. Lucianum Junjam, Evertana, Topor Minju Junde, Tadum, there were the Mugu, Tawum Bevergy, Majepa, yes, Jishi Dana, some to make a symbol to me, Jorim, and Kansa, Sakbachi, Jungle, Combatum, and to Topor, Major, Southern Ribbon, Tokyo number is away in the Lus or some Joe, I talk when Johnson and the Maji, was sent it and sent it on way to Lula. No, but the Gava Kuman, Lala took Kuman, also Hogben on the Lala member, which is another you some of Bonraji. Jalakadan Javakuman, so you do Java Mashiba, Jane, Jamaj, Zim, Zimbabwe, the Jumanity, Trozen, Dona Java. 내들도 지로나랑 공다 강도된 냠len지 냠전 대들어서 너무도 좀 몰라서 그냥 이놈도 너무 대내왕라 당으로 강고 어와 자진자 라데도 준주주지 차지주와 나조지랑 그 랑니 인원에서 이도 저도 이들 첼라다 뭐인 두저게 수주바 두지식 배정하는 저거 뭐 어디시 개념샤 섬대나 룽하게 그러면 샤다라 내는 너무 두좀 소지도 그러서 뭐도 소문도 주놈서 송선jen고 그러면 제진 또 걸어도 뭐 소모도 뭐 집에 된나디지 제완도 님에 잡아주면서 세트에 님보 영어라서 제메도 저를 좀 계속해서 많이 니도 님보들라면 대나나도 우당교는 만나서 착당 세르마 제베 sem니 도나 와도조지 랑섬도 관저로나 대도 몽고 중단나 신보랍거 진보신 담마 중몽보당 소본도저 간다 약자라서 마라 신니쇼 버도 종년 요로제 자고서 마윤루소 돈다라 당내장 알르서 주라 전도령 랑섬 공담메데 로제 제나섬 권게와 몽보 그러와 양 유점지라는 게 제비정로 주제메 잠바尊者 보고바데 정보 준점에와 인고와 존나 봉바라 진호지 대제들라나 주제메 잠바 민방메로 공바 정주남 자주로제다 송제저베 만나스님도 등로노는 저 볼고니메 라르곰 주메 도보디네 고무고나니다 데베 공바란데 공보 dembo제도다 대신 송바이 라다나고나 심니경 오선네 줄음무도 그보담제도 냠제 제버면 냠베 냠바도 버든주베게도 군지면제고 터도도 버냥 아제냐 뭐고 정도다 오사다지도 보존메도 시더지주와 dum네제 냠베서 망하게 중 착신하게 중화당 연대 망보적으로 지던신 라르세변 엔조 주대나가 되서는 님님 알란도나야 지더랑 같은 지초는 군은 준대제도 서바당 수dum도 버런도요 중로버런도도 니낭 메바켈레 양 낭송송도 마저발테지 화적이 다이도 뭐저 계획신검 갈란저 코르베자도 면도 동리로라서 바나스님을 가는 잔죽 섬진데 원은 뭘로 맨면도 터도 계산이 가능요 그러면서 모든 뭐 유이담 담자 갈라죠 가고도 면저로 봐 내가 비행해도 데모지 다도 되베 강산지 동동로의 주임의 김에 저기 저번 집에 공부서 양매 대초 잠재고 번호도 좀 말마당 좀 사지 물론 동동쇼래 중시나 규미진대부 간에 온도 사고 측이나 손이 정도 주고에 동동원에 똑바로데 또점제부 동원주나 공례서 주고 하면 살면도 서지는 통을 남지 캔래지 미야 꾸르지 발랑고 또 내주로 너무 초가 과자 선보 근에 양 아무리 주고 드신데 벌써 지진 도래지 섬고나 바도 요와 바도 왜 주고데 룬데 좀메고와 낭스미니 섬에 바라고 손도 봐 니스미 그런데 니장 이름에 말로섬지 인고도 제보봉아 주장어랑 게 총대년 방안 직된 동바도 장안 직된 대방아 마당 현당 동동다 그것도 저도 바보가 지셔라 바로 진반데 감솜 양도 안데라 넘버 2와 누서지도 제와도 버제 가다나도 처음에 주보던 근데 저원주 정보대 동시에 지금 모르고 그질었으면 뭐지 되게 등도 무슨 말로 봐 삼제 군지 검주도마나 소소로 진진이 좀 해보라죠 개와 정말 제와 몽보 양로에게 진행을 주시고 가다냐 번호를 빌리더니 목숨지 담마서매자 와 몰라 버저베 고존하면서 이제 콜로 준데 남개와 정매 섬지 매제 오보지 뭐는 이거 섬지 매제는 봤다 봐이 산제 배전 라소 특전도 되베 왕보 신도 제바 제 양점에도 정외 주는데 라제세 남문지 로와 지메지 인데와 주고 상어조도 주를 진고라 집에 신가도 제군 돈에 훈진도 바라시 지부도는 근데도 자자예네 로군 콜로 남도 저보다 자자 섬지 매제 봐 대변나고 대변은 그러고 집에 주 서본 얘기 주도네 니스메 버는 주의 진주는 왕전에 집에 진고로 되와당 선신가도 난저로 완전 미러베나게 그 신고 모통 버치 예동 와 메시데 바로 집에 대변은 집에 좀 쉬지 주의 된전데 원님의 오세다 상하도지 대변님의 진고도 보님의 초남에와 예우스를 가능해 버런주 강게 신고 모도나 제 신고 제대로 좀 인감을 제네 정말 너와도 괜히 제놈 사네 So was sending over Jemmy, just one of the Jibu shown negative, Niloshi, Juru, the Chico, Wilson, and the Chakasong Bana, the Jesun, was an Madame, which you all of Jitin to the Namukitin to Samoy, Lam, Salon Lamar, the one Lama, Nam down Sanjay, Junde, the Motherfucking in the Japan, Jusumba, Cordon, and the Wire and San Miseverans, the way to use the contact and jam of you. Lutana Vangomana Chinese and Juruti, Korwan, and the Broju to Zum Jebe, Dojo, Yang, and the Wadan Dodo, Jerusalem South. The one number of Shabai Sungzi, Pangshin, Donation, Loda, the Vadin Lasung Bumijan and Ru Simjim, on the Wajabashan, the one no so, Jerusalem. He somebody in Budget, some Jagan number of Jerusalem, Jowo, and some number, none, Javan, you go to some number, and he. Jesanam je Laverimba, Lame Sungi, Jason, and Diri Pembe, some Jungsa, group of Mandela, Norshing Chuva, Kangchewa, Lama, Tamban, Dabo, Countryman, Lashendo, was Gava Jungsa, Sabati, Roman, Yalam, Jerimba, but Doji, Jinsi, Javajo. So now this chapter is also the we call Pongdon, means the people who meditate or retreat. Then there sometimes the obstacle arise. How do you maintain, continue your mind? There are sometimes too much hope, sometimes too much doubt. Between hope and doubt, and then you lose your focus. So that's the explain how do you mind keep in a simple way. Now it's here continue next the chapter 12. Dagum juvenam jetenjulu jenzenji umsudo kanji zebejazumi zevagewa tabda sherabni ye taye dronzavani sunyu kumalama damana yinlo gunyo sonu chazelo kurbadi dunga jadu shimbunu gube tsende yamida jeng gejini de rendo medo dewo jibu chedara jejang Medenji jamne chimyo kubete nyagaza ne pangwara chebe chio nabason nizolo lam nabason nyamso lawe dewa nabason zelo pangwara chio somne doja pangwara chebe chio shina pangwara chebe chio demu pangwara chebe chio so mabamba nimik nabason doja mabana neka tado kando yan dewa meji tena jumde jabe chakbe dendro medo de tarwe so jang kubete chio so chi yuna. Oh, now here is the again Tagum Jivanamsha. So the her name is the chapter 12, the victorious banner, the understanding, the practice, view, meditation, action, the explanation. So here say, pay homage to the three jewels, and the samsara is the pool of the suffering is like the ocean, and so also top of them the precious life is impermanent. Certainly, what do you call without warning? You know, if you're warning, say 6 years, and you live, you have time to practice. But sometimes without the knowing, without the signal, in your life's end. So sometimes we're thinking, this time I very enjoy because my life insurance is good, my family is good, wealth, and but this one, how long? You know, I will suddenly change. So now here said 3 ways to accept or maybe pay homage to, and also 3 ways to need a bandit. The 3 bandits, or we always say the attachment, anger, and ignorance. If not, we reject those 3 poison, and then the attachment, for example, attachment, a person who wanted big attachment, you know, if you want something, maybe expensive car, for example, you were looking for a very expensive car, this is your desire. What you didn't get, and you're so bad, you know, I want this one. Look, my friend, it's the same, that's a car. I don't know what the car, maybe Lexus or something very expensive car. Now when you get, so it's before you're the base of the jealousy, you're suffering. Now you will got and no more suffering. Insurance, you know, somebody's scratch, maybe accident, size like the Lexus, you have the suffering. If you have the, you know, maybe cheaper car, and then maybe not so bad, you know, not much heartbroken. And people used to always say, I'm heartbroken. So this is the base of the attachment, and there will someday in your heartbroken or upside down, or then the dukkha, or they give you tremendous suffering. People give you what do you say in the rose flower is the give to the loved ones, right? And people give, you know, rose flowers. Also the danger, you know how to handle, right? You know happened before anything. So handle well. Sometimes wrong hand, the thorn is looking for you, right? You always engendle the root side, not in the flower side. So here is the base of the attached anger, ignorance. Sooner or later they poke you, right? So here, this way say, those is not a benefit. And that reason, that way we need always tensions. And here the Lord Buddha said, Lord Buddha said clear, base of the attachment is never give you free from, because you always tightness, this everything's for me. I don't want loss. I don't want release, people holding. Means this the cutting into your pure rebirth, sugawadi, or realization, because of attachment or ignorance. That's the Lord Buddha's how giving for us, our parents are wonderful. This only guide this life how to succeed, not how to be free from complete suffering. So anyway, here, Sonam now this is the same exactly, if you're super wealthy, you have no freedom, because you need to investment, you need to take care, you employ, you hope maybe you can make a lot of money, you doubt you lose your company, the things big company, smaller the same. And for example, here is our center. Before living in Arlington, we think, oh, maybe we wish a bigger space, big space, you make big happy. That's not really true. In the fall, all leaves coming down, in big place, you need to clean. Summer and spring, the large leaves growing, you need to cut it, right? Winter, the big space, the snow need to clean. So this is your bonus of the big place. No big place, no worries. Make sense? Yeah, this makes sense, yes. Okay, what time's here? Okay, 15 minutes. It's the same. If you're a big place and you're less practice, because you focus more things, this I have problem, When there are no raining, I need to take care outside of the flowers, because I need to feed of the water. And then I don't have time to practice. If no flower, no need to put the water. My practice is longer. See? This outer thing, outer object you will attachment, this is problem. Now the inner, little bit close inner, your relatives, this is my nephew, only one, he's the everything. This is my niece, she is the only one. Or my brother, sister, whatever, you're my cat or dog, right? Now here, this you need thinking more and less your practice. Kedelaji wange give shinye dang te yang rang yu dang nin du chori su je jing rang de ta sa de je gbar che jing kin dun dun be en de wa de lu ge shin du zo lo ji to zhu ne wo de ju je do ta ma ran de je nin du lo sa xin zhang zhong zhang ne so ba dang zhong ne zhong ran de ba dang nin de ju so non ba shi je yang rang wa Lema Cheverang Pemberton Chevanam so now here said, sometimes we based on the attachment, we creating a lot of things thinking for the family, and then sometimes you think a lot, you will focus effort in the family. When you die, all the negative in your you need caring. Sometimes your things can take in your own life, And people they are some wealthy is more danger because they have things. People in poor, they're less to become rough and bad things because they don't help. So, numbers of the driven during Tarwala, Yabji, Chona, Nishawe, Nimiso, Shedangi, Nimin, Rangas, Bashindu, 도진 마릉베 섬전 베나 미신도 베나 미신도 분도 바시기 중마 주메 보게버를 레싱도로 도당 도당 레보당 하나기 두진식 진데 레다 제진 유존의 디봉에 탑노도 수신도 봉도 니도 지바던 제장 레다 제진 레도 제진 이존의 수바당 주베 탑나바나 조주 강은 예바당 저와 탐제 제이 다이 동부를 선내던 데 봉부를 줘 데벨레 덴데고 사바니 주기섬 샤와데면 되어도 잘람 게데된다고 대장시당 바시게 손당에들 제바당데가 말하는 제서 단디 지지지장디 지네 원 아도 tum바 바남로 노와 지제 디젠디 제버죠 모두 비두는디 시소 시버죠 시버죠 냠베셔다 아제베 나르슨 노름보 구제진 수통하다 제던데 제바지 메보다 메다 바시게 제미 네데 제네메데 발라지 달라 도질로면 수비시마 교선에 온조고와양 가나도 대니모 전바등 인제 공장 시단의 시마 시만 뉴마로선 전바등 인제는 좀불루를 워테베 수험바라가신 덕두모 여러분들 시간에 장 동영소바군의 동보발라 주르반다 도나 토사ችን 양서지신 상보 도성 공소 지바의 대비시단 김에 철번에 님보 때문에도 소마다랑게 유지시는 짐에 담제가 기부 담보 전냠내 유담제메 대와당 주발라버지 샤 전에 오베냐 같은 서비스도 대비 유지바당 토리랑 더발된 잡지 전에 저게 님이 유도 유담미 시신 드무베 완도 소나 몽바데난가 몽버른 바실라 당하가와 모도 과토송 공소문지 샤르버잖아 잡지지 메가 온바시르 저들 메가 와치 메시 바당 메시 바지 메시 냠나 데더 데더 군조게 자와당 데더 군조게 자와당 펜바나 데바치 메시베 유도 니소 we can sit there if your time is 유선이랑 게르기담 전에 주수인 바당 레자니 데니메다 랑라누저 샹라누와다람 본시 모든 제브라온데 담마니 시메즈 듬제 상제낭님의 측지경고 제베니부터 변화 기분도 좀 담바시경 기분에 바뀌었어 제발라랑 거 제발도 바도 메보 중화당 남양 동담배된 바통 동미시베 야라 개대 통성 고선 지셔로 유바다 롱다 리바드 다 투원 바시게 정도 친다 리베 중원선도 지반 남님기 지다랑 게 tin이 되는 배 올라라네 지치 이 모두기 지도 투모 인선은 남매도 롱기 쳐디디 지고도 민주고도 만들고 중원도 전국에 선반도 다점보점은 인생 여기나 말라 내가 다도 이제부터 번데 더부지 저번에 나담 인발로 다고 이제 다면 리와자데 시비장도 무슨 담보도 장도 때문에 댄즈기 전부 시험네 단라 파와당 사와다 자집에 추 사달람지 듀 바탐제네들 코가 딩ring선은 무서워도 디버지바 상도지 디버 서주루지가 상제바 인이 짱 산제데 상부 인시바는 라자스는 남도부터 당벌 마데 바도말로 탐험 메시 추봉을 해서 바당 지시들 now we also here said here 산제게 상부 and we heard say Buddha's teaching is so profound. Once a lifetime, if you practice, and you will become Buddhahood. We know this one, but then now practice, and it's so much keep in busy. So we not say always you're busy and lovely family is bad. We not explain, but just saying here so which one is the practitioner case where we focus. 지금 산제인데 성보시인 말라 타 세네나마도보다 당보 마데 바르도몰로 타마에 메주 주물레 마조지 다르제 나라보 담달링랑 집에두는 나와서 땡도바당 주밀링과 섭도데 주밀링 타보 주제 저버데모도는 메지라네 로제나 요면 나르데스와 당신은 망보지와 진도양이 스스르지 장와당라 유도르비두민 담봉아웨 수자담에 제자메 조선고속 이원데메 번에게 소양 모두 터링도서 댄스게 메이저야 모두 문제로 싸다 지득이 계시고 잠동와 민발레메 랑감메도 감바당 계시 유통과당 주강고를 동바 임발랑에 수념거 거든지 구르번도 냐면에 올라가 왔다는 소주소 토리당 타발아 저기 저거니 버리면서 대한 방으로 저거니 벌써 도자가니 보도 과당가 저버라고 미셔당니 버쳐버당니 전주가 선고 때문에 버때니 저버쳐 먹고 몰로래 도과금 들어고 몸바라 차데 You have a question? Okay. Edarayang kumbayin shi sombe kumbatam bolong uyo wa shi kumbara je kubata midu bata wu shi lupana nyingdu bata shabata shivat shumba sanala nyingdu midu bata midewa dang yidu mi bata shi jule jide dawa yinni me jula ja shi na nala shula na dumata me la chana sharwa dang sumbala chana naro edarayang nawar pamba dang nambara narwa dang nambara mbu shi bata rukunda sumbala pata dene chaxin shembolo bene yung kangla jebara jawa dang nyuma kangla jeba de yung wara jeba na gomje jeba yuna de da do amor kumbala chaba nyin chamba da nje dang dogban di yun de jung de ganan de ga wasamne den de ji shi kwashin yung wa jewa la gomsa ba yuna de nam ji nyum mo bong la nyung wa phak zam jin de de ru dang zu du ji kana za de rang ni ji rang sa jawa da sha nam ji to zo ba jing jung nyum mo tu kan ji jan de kan me jabar Kurejega ma jingba nyingne daye son daga juja dago nyungu zunji tongme duna daba nyawa ida shuzong da kogading dungne chimburu. So now here's when the attachment, anger, and ignorance, those always we need to caution, because this way, and you again and again rebut the samsara. Those three thought in our mind, and then always we got in the resolve, or they call the suffering or dukkha. So this opposite always with thinking, how do we transforming the anger is transformed to the love and compassion, and ignorance become in wisdom and things like that. They said those in wherever we close those three, and you will close to the fire. When you close to the fire means you're more burning in yourself. Nyamala dung do jigdung ewan tedar yang samba dang nyindu zundu jimbo nyimbo de kumba nyemu sombo chobara cha de tsande meda yure dong de jeme dang jibo ngelo jibo dong nyindu meda jibara nge chada de we bungo la ngada mo jemo puji nyembo kumbara cha pangwa 빵와를 잡아댄바오 대단히와 미드베 초 빵와를 잡았대네 타는 냠수 라면 초 된바자데 대강신은 따와도 뭐 주반에 벌써 뭐 따와네 콜바도 영을 내와 뒤에 초 덤제 되네 시즌 마지 뭐 똑같은 적이 탔다 되고 마와 등 삼바도 저와 탐제인지 율레인데와 콘데기 시수 내가 따와시 잡고 대또 고베 따와 똑같은 바시 잡아디 똑같이 제발로 숨 시즌이 된데 라마 대도 그 똑같이 고대 대단히 좀 되지 중기 시에네 신이 되어서와니 저번에 놀라고 저런 거 되니도 되니 똑바로도 마켄데 저베다니 종의 방라된 시바던 아마를 뭐지 생각네 고볼라를 몸에나 차들을 몸에 좀 라마를 윤되면 라메 주 멤버를 메뉴베 좀 된데 유소로 던제 되양 라메 친이서 고고바나 샤는데 버전 돈도 베도 보시고 돈담베 돈바 누와시 리버데베스 now here said now we talk about the previous one is how suffering and how suffering. Now here we're talking how to be liberated, how to be free from all those. Now here we need conditions, and they need a very good quality with the wisdom in the teacher, experienced teacher. He or she can teach all to be free from sufferings, three yanas and all the teachings. And this person is like this, we make it tata, the mall is very good in all the detail inside, and you can put inside the clay, and after the clay come out, the tata or the small stupas, perfect shape in size and detail. Likewise, the teacher, if they don't have the in detail qualified, and then you put in the clay inside the mall, and then coming out, nothing is the copy, or nothing is receiving in the use with the detail, the stupa or statue or things like that. So likewise, the best one is the Buddha teaching. The Buddha is the be free from suffering. And how do he did all the studies, his teachings, 84,000. So how we know now the Sangha, the Supreme Sangha will guide for us how to practice. So that's called the three jewels as the practice of the unmistakable way to guide our life. Lama Konchok Sonam No go in be the bottom development some number of shook jet me what the benefit juice and about that doing the Jukes and Naruba Shindu, we number of Jinja or soldier, what the Majimel so would really the bottom may or Chumbo Choma, Jubalos around the Moruba Jubja Sanjin, the shadow of Washington and Lame soon to what on Gawa, Zumba, the Tamat Situng, I get Tavel Medu. Medavanamano Chitter, Jungyo Sanje, Chu, Tongma, Tong, Part, the Tamaya gave a call. So now here said, the one way you meet and your connection on the life after life, you're connected teachers. And then this teacher will telling the not truth and say it's different things. If you will maybe see in the front of you in the piece black, say piece of white paper, and your teacher say, oh, this blue paper is very nice, you know, and you think his eyes may be something wrong. But usually we said, no, it's not blue, it's a white, we can say. But the people who devoted and connection, they think, oh, this teacher said it's blue. I think my eyes maybe something's wrong, but he's not looking the naked eye, water eye, but he's talking about the deeper, the wisdom eye. So there's always something's tension. Remember, when we retreat in the mountain, and sometimes your mind go to in the market, you know, wandering maybe in the Starbucks or something like that. And then there may be some bird fly near you, and the good students say, oh, oops, because he caught me, because I'm next to the donkey donor in my mind. Now my teacher checking in your mind the donkey donor, see, from the all kind, bird, even the insect, everything's coming. Oh, this is my teacher's different from watching me. So you this training again and again, that you becoming perfect. They're not a long continued mistake. You're right at the beginning mistake, you recognize, oops, my teacher's coming. Even though look, there are no bird. Now you look the tree or the wind coming, the tree is later moving, oops, now he's transform the tree or wind. All those to transforming idea. And then the never wrong views, you know. If you can think about it, always the good example, hardworking, and the great Milarepa. What do you call here? White color worker, blue color worker, right? Milarepa was beyond those colors. Blue color worker and white color worker. What do you give to his color? So people here talking white collar workers like nurses, doctors, and lawyers, right? Blue colors are regular work, landscapes and constructions, and those, right? Like hardship, like Milarepa, what you can give the color?
No color. He has a color at all.
Yeah, he has a color at all. It would be blue, I suppose.
Blue, everything?
He has his own color.
Yeah, it's our best estimation.
Yeah, something we need to think about, those kind of very uniqueness, you know.
Yeah.
And the great Milarepa was, you read again, we have no chance to become the lazy. You know, how to heed the sacrifice to the benefit of all sentient beings, you know. He never take the vacation. He never goes, oh, I'm busy today, I'm going to hang out with my friends, you know. He always contemplate, right? So this exam always there. So this is to give you your practice succeed. So anyway, now, okay, I'm finding stop chapter somewhere. 我真正什么大东，我真正什么就把这些同送到把当就他们真正我没把你把这些把都就看到这个老对你把你我没有就让把你对那把这把那么真正什么去把的现在的这些就把这把你把这把然后人那做把你把些就把这把那做把你的提醒的说那做把你把些就把这把我们那做你提醒的恐怖的看的解决看的你对觉得自己没这把那把那做把引把了些就把这把那把那做你我这个东把你对这么的那把那做把你引别人没带进什么了嘛？什么了？这那做些这边定个真的进去，那做些这边定个是有了中巴等样，那么的他们上面他们就这样没些把它让的没对把它那时候老大把真的，那些同样三节一通对着没把它当，主要把人在我们别那罗蒙人，我就我们别车子就全把了，罗蒙去帮他没这帮啊，帮这到这边两个给把它那么了，这个有把罗蒙就把演讲我把演两边那不多把些中边才的就我就马头。So now here said, you know, in the Tibetan called Tagnang, the pure vision. Sometimes, you know, the yogis, yoginis. There are two different yogis and yoginis, Tibetan called Nanjorbas, contemplation, your mind is reaching destination, and fully, that's also called Nanjorba. And sometimes, yogi styles, just go not one place to base, go different place, like nomad style, yogis. And then sometimes people, we doubt, we always criticize. Lord Buddha always said, be careful our what we say. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you don't know where they are, which form, when and where you meet. And you sometimes wrong criticize, and there's the huge negativity karmas. Here said, Bernard, Drikung Kagyu Chimbu, one the great master and the retreat master. So he was the, one day, looks like he was becoming hunter, go to hunting. And then one the Pandita, Mata Midiba. Midiba is one of the marvelous teacher. Pandita Kewa, Lama Konchok. So he was very devoted and also scholar. But one day he saw, he thought, oh, really? He's maybe a real hunter, He has looks like all the hunter things, maybe bow, arrows and guns, whatever he has, So he's thinking maybe he looks like the hunter. So this kind of small doubt that what happened. So the Matubus means this life it didn't get the accomplishment all the cities because you doubt in the glorious teacher. Yogu Jowo Sakara Tesumaji Jing Lama Yinyaba, Pungbol Hamidu Nindu Somalama Kuma Page, the Shadaji number 1 to Japan Volu to Anzavan Chanjuk Samba, Nam Toba Durwa Tamjang, Sarjin Shadado, you was Nusumali Zambi to Metawajin, Changam, Me, what the Bashinu Valatini, Kajer Sumba, Yunisuma, the way in the Tukan number, Tarwa Tan, Sanji, Jimbi, Shin, Drume, Kovashi, Yingo. Samba number Tawati, you know, over number of Lama, the Sung Shin, the Lame Sung Shin, Lama Sung Shin, looking for one chapter, stop. Sometimes long chapters. So I can sit up here. To get number of hours and Jimbe, you know, the Mevo Kovashu, the Samba number of what it was you going over number of Lamamu, so you know, Jabayinde. So now we can stop here. This here, and our pure motivation at that kind of purity. And then you see that everything is becoming in purity because we follow the glorious teacher like Lord Buddha's teaching, and his teaching is becoming in our mind can see everything is becoming purity. Usually we see the impurity. Now impurity is not permanent outside. Our mind inside we will see the purity, and everything's outside becoming purity. So I think looks nice step we will displace in purity, and then we will do the short Buddha bed here. So short reciting the Vajravidya mantras. We can Mary, maybe you can ask Rinpoche want to join. We'll too. Also, can you bring the saffron water? It's a kitchen. Pouring here and the I will help you sometime. Oops.